Hey there, are you ready to dive into the world of coding? Think of this as your tech alphabet, where A, B, and C aren't just letters, but gateways to understanding how computers think and work. We'll embark on this coding adventure together. Hey, if we haven't met, I'm Mark, and welcome to Framework Tech. From tech skills to takeoff, this is where you propel your career and power up your productivity. This video is the first in our Digital Foundation series. It's designed to help you learn the basics of the digital world. All right, so on to that coding alphabet. A is for algorithm. Imagine telling a friend how to make a sandwich. You'd probably give them a step-by-step guide. Well, an algorithm is like that, but for computers. It's the recipe for success, you might say. Just don't let your computer make your breakfast. It's known to bite the wrong things. Next up, B is for binary. In the computer world, it's all about ones and zeros, kind of like a light switch, on or off. But why stop at lights? These ones and zeros also help your computers process everything from this video to your favorite game. C stands for compiler, and it's what translates human-friendly code into computer talk. Imagine having a friend who speaks a different language. A compiler is like a mutual buddy who translates for both of you. Pretty neat, right? D is for debugging. Mistakes happen to the best of us. Debugging is like being a detective, but your mystery is a misplaced semicolon. Who knew punctuation could be so puzzling? E is for editor. No, not your grammar-obsessed best friend, but the tool you use to write your code. It's like a digital notebook where your code comes to life. F stands for function. Think of a function like a magic spell in a book. Whenever you need something done, just chant the spell or call your function, and voila, your code does exactly what you want. G is for Git, and I'm not being rude, I promise. Git helps you and other coders work together. Think of it as a big collaborative puzzle where everyone can add their own pieces. H is for HTML. This is like the skeleton of a web page. It's not the flashy outfit or cool hairstyle, that's CSS's job, but without HTML, there wouldn't be a structure to dress up. That would be a fashion faux pas. I stands for IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. It's like the Swiss Army knife for coding with everything you need in one place. All of those tools at your fingertips. Next, J is for JavaScript. Not to be confused with Java. It's really like comparing apples to oranges, or in this case, coffee to cookies. JavaScript adds interactivity to websites, making them come alive with interactive web magic. K is for kernel, but not the popcorn kind, although it's a tasty thought. The kernel is the core of an operating system, managing everything behind the scenes. It's the director of the computer show, if you will. L stands for loop. Ever feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again? Well, in coding, that's a good thing. Loops let you repeat tasks without repetitive typing. Less work and more efficiency. That's what I like. M is for memory. This isn't going to help you remember where you put your keys, but where your computer stores information, like a digital locker, keeping everything safe and sound. N is for Node.js. This isn't a regular hangout spot. It's a runtime that lets you use JavaScript inside the browser. Imagine being able to take your favorite toy outside the playground. O stands for object. In coding, objects bundle together properties and actions. Think of it like packing a suitcase for a trip. Everything you need in one place. Just don't forget your toothbrush. P is for Python. No snakes here. Just one of the friendliest programming languages around. It's often the one I recommend beginners start with. Q is for query. It's like asking your computer a question and getting exactly the answer you want. If only all the questions were this easy to answer. R is for recursion. This is when a function calls itself. Sound confusing? Well, it is. But with experience, trust me, you'll understand. S stands for SQL, or as some call it, SQL. It's a language for managing databases. Think of it as a library for all of your digital books. T is for testing. This isn't your school exam, it's making sure your code works as planned. It's like a practice run before the big show. U is for UI and UX. These are the design and experience of your software. It's like planning a party. You want everything to look great and for everyone to have a good time. V stands for variable. It's a placeholder for information like a name tag at a conference. But unlike those sticky tags, they won't fall off halfway through the day. W is for web development, building websites and making the internet a more beautiful place, one page at a time. It's digital architecture at its finest. X is for XML. This helps organize information in a way both humans and computers can understand. It's like translating robot thoughts into human words. Science fiction? Nope, just good old XML coding. Y is for YAML, a human-readable data serialization standard. It's kind of like reading a book, but for computers, and no bedtime stories are needed. Finally, Z is for zero-based indexing. In coding, counting often starts from 0, not 1. Might sound odd, but who are we to argue? And there you have it, the full ABCs of coding from A to Z. You've taken a journey through the world of programming, and I hope you feel ready to explore even more. Remember, every coder started somewhere, and this is just the very beginning of your tech adventure. So grab that keyboard, power up your productivity, and let's take off together into the future of coding. Until next time, keep learning, keep coding, and most importantly, have fun. You've got this. I'm Mark for Framework Tech. Thanks for watching.